Welcome to another Scottish Watches video. We have got the man, the legend, Pietro from the Limited Edition here yet again with more incredible pieces that are going to hurt your bank account. Because I think by the end of this recording session, at least one of these guys is probably going to end up infecting my watch box and killing off my bank account. It's been an interesting year all round. Unfortunately, Pietro can't be here in person, but he is here virtually through the wonders of technology, and he has couriered up with a security, I don't know, entourage with these watches, plus many more that we're recording today. Already shot some still to go. And if you've seen his previous videos with HYT, Moser, Constantine Shaken, you'll know what you're in for. So how are you doing today? And can you tell us about these watches that are in front of us?
I'm very well, Ricky. Thank you very much. We'll try to make as little damage as possible. Don't worry. Thank you for giving us this platform to talk about a form of art that we love, which is independent watchmaking. There's a whole world besides, the watch brands that you can find commonly on retail stores in a high street, which of course are bound to focus on brands that they can turn over pretty quickly to be able to, of course, survive and make their business profitable on the high streets. So the independent watchmaking is destined to be more a thing for the few that you can widely explore about online. And the limited edition, our platform, is the place if you're interested in this incredible form of art. And yes, we are happy and glad today to introduce you to one of the brands that is, to be fair, it would be very unfair to call them underground because at the moment they are competing with two watches in the Grand Prix de l'Horlogerie as finalists for the most important prizes. One of them is the chronometry prize, so you can imagine. And yes, it's an established watch brand that, on the back of the achievements of Armin Strom himself as a watchmaker and as a master of skeletonization, they are today working on his legacy to bring this name to the next level, if you like. So, hence, most important characteristics about these watches is the full see-through and the fact that normally all the gearings, all the parts of the movement are visible from the front rather than from the back in a skeletonized fashion.
How the hell has he done this?
So this is this is a groundbreaking piece. I will explain you more or less the reason why, but as Armin Strom actually celebrates the 10th anniversary from the start of the newly born company, on the back again of legendary watchmaker Armin Strom, who ceased his activities 10 years ago. Behind this brand there is an enlightened entrepreneur in Serge Michel, who is in charge of developing the brand and the sales and the marketing. And at the heart of the brand, there is Claude Greisler, who we had the pleasure to interview yesterday as we did a virtual manufacturing tour on our Instagram, which was really interesting to watch. If you have the time, it's still there on our Instagram TV. Claude Greisler has previous experience with some of the most important watchmakers, one of them being Christophe Claret. So he has developed the art of high-end watchmaking, and he has put it at the service of the brand Armin Strom. So the brand Armin Strom as a brand, if I give you a little anecdote, they are trying to pass a message. So Mr. Armin Strom actually introduced classes of skeletonization in the Swiss education system relating to watchmaking, of course, because there weren't skeletonization was not recognized as an educational category in the field of watchmaking. So he has achieved this amazing benchmark. And these two guys, Serge and Claude, these days have set up a fully integrated manufacturing in Bienne, which is the same city where obviously Rolex, Omega are based. It's the bilingual city at the border between Canton de Bern and Canton de Neuchâtel. And they propose this incredible skeletonized approach to watchmaking.
Fantastic. And this piece in particular, I've not seen anything quite like this. This arrangement is very symmetrical. I'm big on symmetry, apart from the seconds over here, obviously. But everything's on show, but everything's not on show. There's got to be more parts than this hiding away somewhere. So how did this come to be?
Absolutely. So there is a big minimalistic kind of flair about it in the design features. As you can see, we can see this is the gravity equal force, as we call it, System 78. And it's a brand new piece that we propose new as official retailers on our platform. That has been introduced at the Dubai Watch Week in November last year, and is now the best-selling collection for the brand. So this watch is supposed to be the entry level to the fully manufactured approach that the brand proposes. So a fully in-house made watch, 16,000 pounds, including VAT, featuring a micro rotor at 12 o'clock that you can see, held by the first bridge at the top, and then featuring obviously the barrel at 6 o'clock, which is held by the third bridge that you can see vertically, but more importantly, a special clutch system that actually allows the movement to receive constant energy, which is a little bit the holy grail in watchmaking. When constant energy is supplied to the balance wheel, then this constant information goes smoothly to the gear train, and it allows the perfect accuracy of a watch. So to see all of this all together in a fully in-house, hand-decorated timepiece at the price of £16,000 is something that is groundbreaking from a brand that is used to, proposing resonance, proposing tourbillons, proposing a minute repeater, as well as some of the last concept watches were presented in the last 2 to 3 years.
No, it's incredible looking. I can't believe the price as well, because for this level of sophistication, I would call it, because it's skeletonization, then some. That is truly remarkable. And looking through the dial, looking through, again, the levels, everything is built. It's like a cityscape. There's not any parts in here that sit on the same level. They're up, they're down, or left, or right.
Straight away on the 2020 shortlist for the finalists at the Grand Prix de l'Horlogerie, again, you will find Armin Strom listed in 2 categories. So what we are saying is not new to most, but it's a story that needs telling more so in the UK, and we are doing exactly that. One important thing with Armin Strom, we visited yesterday virtually on our Instagram account in the virtual factory tour, the finishing and decoration department, and these guys, they're actually mastering in-house techniques like the graining, the beveling, but even decorative techniques like tremblage, Côte de Genève, chamfering, everything in-house. And as you can see from the back, the quality of the finishing is absolutely top.
I don't think you guys sell a watch that isn't incredible. Everything has at least some standout feature that makes you sort of go, wow, I can't believe they did that. And then you see the price and you go, I can't believe they did that for that lower price.
No, absolutely. I mean, we try to curate our platform. So we are getting on board brands that we actually like and we are passionate about. But we are learning every time, because in independent watchmaking, not being part of a group gives you the freedom to be absolutely as arty as you want, as free as you want, in expressing both aesthetics and engineering. That's why independent brands are really easy to explain, because every one of them, if you think about, for example, brands like Louis Monet, HYT, I could mention so many. Each of them, yes, is top-notch and is difficult to slate, if you like, in any possible way. But each of them is proposing a different kind of interpretation of watchmaking, which is my problem with traditional watchmaking. I see too much of the same thing around, which is why I developed a passion for the independents rather than, for the more conformist kind of makers. Same with contemporary art. I love contemporary abstract art because it seems to me a braver way of expression rather than figurative art, for example. So
yeah.
to each one his own, but I think independent watchmaking, like you pointed out, has this incredible way of repeating the same thing, which is time telling, in so many different ways that are mesmerizing. The Gravity Equal Force by Armin Strom comes in a range of different colors. I don't know when you're watching this video, but we are at the beginning of October 2020, and a couple of days ago, for example, the Orophile launched his own unique piece with a purple main plate, which was very well received. Why? Because Armin Strom, since they master all these techniques in-house, they can produce bespoke pieces, 1 out of 1, which is something that can be very, very precious. One little secret, Ricky, you may not be familiar with, but one of the, of course, the legends, contemporary watchmakers, Kari Voutilainen.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, has his own business in Switzerland, Comblemin, who's an amazing dial producer, and Armin Strom collaborate with them for the production of their own dials. So the level of the quality of the dial is also something unrepeatable.
Fantastic.
Down to the Mainspring, which is not made in-house, but it's Claude was telling us yesterday that one of his youth friends has set up one of the most important producers of Mainsprings. And so Armin Strom leverages on them for the production of the Mainstream, so that they can spend the rest of their time in R&D and in other parts of their work.
Excellent. And is there a discrepancy in cost between the blue and the black, or is it the same price?
No, it's the same price. We're talking these days 15,800 on the limited edition website, including VAT. So if you are an international client outside of the European community, it would be 13,100 at the moment.
Excellent.
Obviously, we base all our prices on the Swiss retail price, so they can kind of change from one day to another, but the website is updating that on a daily basis.
Brilliant. Well, listen, thank you once again for furnishing us with the best looking, best functioning and best created watches that we have seen in a long, long time. The pieces you've sent up for us to look at and photograph and video in the studio are just mind-blowing. These pieces here, just as good as any other at 4 times the price that we've already looked at today. So thank you once again. And if you want to pop people across to your website, what's the web address? Yes,
so it's thelimitededition.co.uk. And the Instagram account is thelimitededition.uk.
Perfect.
And I look forward to seeing everybody there and to talk about these incredible watchmakers.
Fantastic. Well, thanks guys for watching this video. Plenty more to come. There might even be some on the channel already that you've not seen. So have a look at our YouTube. We're also on Instagram at Scottish Watches, scottishwatches.co.uk for the website, and we've got a podcast, which is probably the thing we're most known for, twice a week. Full of hilarity, not very much watch content, just the way you like it. So thanks guys, and we'll catch you soon.
Thank you so much, Ricky. See you very soon. All the best.